We've created a systematic process to help visualize and analyze our data. This allows us to utilize the available resources efficiently and effectively, which minimizes our margin for error and maximizes the end result for our customers. To start, we combine all the Excel files into one Excel file. The purpose of doing this is because Tableau only allows connections in certain formats and puts them into unions among data worksheets inside the same file. In addition, if we need to update the data or make it transform into live dashboards, we just need to update one file and it can interact with all the dashboards. The first step is to prepare all needed data for the visualizations. First, we have to separate the number of stays from the unique count from the variables by using the if statement and fix statement in Tableau. We did this because we want to get the repeat visitation, and Tableau only recognizes one variable at once. So we have to separate the unique count and the number of stays into two different variables. Then we can calculate the repeat number of visitations. Also, because when we joined all data files together, there were some duplicate numbers, and to remove them, we used the fix statement to fix the number and match with the nationality, district, date, overnight stays variables to get the sum of the minimum number of stays, and we did the same with the unique count. After that, we create a calculated field for the Canadian origin. We write an if statement to say if the nationality is Canada, keep their origin, and do the same thing for the international origin, setting this one as international origin. Then we can start to visualize the data. For the dashboard, we need the worksheet, which we will show beneath the video. First, we're going to get the TOTA custom map for overnight stay by unique count. The first step to get the map is to click the map option, then background image. Then go to add image, and from there choose the TOTA region map and put the size of the image into the XY field, then click OK. Then put the XY coordinates into the worksheet and also add the district under the mark section in Tableau. Then we can get the TOTA custom districts map. Then we put the removing duplicates unique visitor under the marks and color it and size it. Tableau will automatically sum the data. Then we are left with the final map.
Slide 7. This display is for the comparison of the same month over different years. Note that this method can also be used to show the same season in different years. First, change the date data into data type by hovering over the date dimension and selecting Change Data Type, then select Date. Next, drag the date data into the filter section, then hover over Month and select Show Filters and keep January 2018 and January 2019. Slide 8. This one is more simple. To quickly touch on this, you will just need to drag the district dimension to the columns field and drag the nationality dimension to the rows field, and then it's completed. Slide 9. To start this chart, drag the unique count and visitors by repeat visitation to the columns field. This will give us the dual axis. For the first axis, based on the unique count, put the unique count into a bar chart format. Based on the visitors by repeat visitation, put this into a Gantt bar. Slide 10. For this chart, move both the month and overnight stays dimensions into the columns field. To remove the duplicates, refer to the steps outlined in the data preparation slide. After the following steps, it will leave us with the chart you see here. Slide 11. To create this map, start by putting the Canadian origin into the mark section, but be careful which unique count is used. Put the longitude into the columns field and put the latitude into the rows field. Put the Canada origin into the filters section. Show the filters and select all except for null. Also, when you get the map, you will get one unknown for the null data. Choose to delete it. Color them and emphasize the different provinces, and then you are left with your final map.
For this visualization, follow the same steps as the previous slide, but this time, instead of adding Canada origin, we add international origin to marks and filters instead. Put unique count 2 times. One is calculated into sum automatically, and the other one is calculated into percentage difference by clicking Quick Table Calculation. At the end, you can get 2 dashboards for overnight visitation. The data of the first dashboard is based on sheets called Sheet District Overnight Stays International and Sheet District Overnight Stays Canada. The data of the second dashboard is based on overnight stays in district and province and overnight stays in district and country. We can connect them together.
Data preparation. Step 1. Link data together. Put all Excel sheets of regional movements into one union. Step 2. Link data sheet, XY sheet by joining. Step 3. Get route identification by connecting names of origin district and names of destination district. For example, origin district plus destination district. Step 4. Get route location based on table names. Step 5. Get route order based on table name of data, whether it is from destination sheets or origin sheets. Slide 17. Step 1. First step is to move the route identification into the columns field. Second, move the destination district into the rows field. Thirdly, put the unique visitors into the marks section. Fourth, put the route identification into the fillers section. And lastly, put it into the highlight table form. Slide 18. Step 1 is to put the X coordinate into the columns field. Step 2. Put 2 of the same Y coordinates into the rows field. Step 3. Similar steps as we did for getting the custom maps. Step 4, but be careful for the Y coordinate. We are going to put route identification and route order into the mark section instead of district. Step 5, for the second one, we put unique visitors, route identification, and route order into the mark section. And then lastly, we will get the map shown above. Slide 19. Group the date dimension into 4 different seasons by selecting date, then create group. Then choose the months and group them into different seasons. Step 2. Drag the nationality to the rows field. Step 3. Drag the season to the mark section. Step 4. Move the data group and date under the season in dimensions, then click Remove Hierarchy. Lastly, we will be left with the shown worksheet. Slide 20. The first step is to put the route order to the columns field. Secondly, put the unique visitors to the rows field. Thirdly, put nationality under the marks section. And then at the end, you are left with the graph above.
Add the seasons and date dimensions into the column field. Put the route order and destination district dimensions into the filter selection. Add the unique visitors to the row field. Click the Analytics tab, click the reference line. Drag this into the worksheet. Select the per plane option. Select Label to Custom and write Average in the blank field. Under the Fill Above drop-down, choose your preferred color. Then you are left with the graph above. Perform similar steps as mentioned in slide 7. Start working on third dashboard visualization. Similar preparation process as described in overnight stays and data preparation. Group the district by right-clicking District Dimension, then create Click Group. Make sure to group Myra and Central Okanagan together under Central Okanagan. Then drag District Dimension into District Group Dimension. Then drag the District Group to the Columns field and open District Group. Then drag the Nationality to the Rows field. Drag removing duplicates unique visitors into the mark selection.
The total visitors by nationality and district map follows the same procedures as previously described for the custom map for overnight stays by unique count. To create this graph, change the date data into date type, then drag the month date measure into the columns field. Drag the removing duplicates unique visitor measure into the rows field, and drag removing duplicate unique visitors measure into the marks section. This provincial visitors map is a duplicate of the map created for the previous dashboard. The international visitors map has also been explained in the previous dashboard. This visual highlights the percent difference from month to month of international visitors. And the same procedures used to create this visual can be used for seasonal data as well. To create this visual, first change the date data into date type by hovering over the date dimension and selecting Change Data Type, then select Date. Then drag the date data into the Filters section. Then hover over the month and select Show Filters, and keep January 2018 and January 2019. Then drag the unique count under the Marks section and select Text. Then left-click and go to the Quick Table Calculation and select Percent Difference. Then change the color to red gold. For the columns, leave year date. This visual is created the same as the percent difference from month to month for international visitors, but instead focuses on the data for Canada specifically.